Class, this is the last module for inventory, and this is about the effects of error on inventory. So our learning objective for this module is to analyze the effects of errors on current and future financial statements. So every now and then, so actually na-discuss na to sa klase, so sometimes nagkakaroon tayo ng accounting errors because of some limitations. Siyempre, yung accountant, tao lang. Yung other individuals in the organizations, meron silang mga limitations din. So, sometimes nagkakaroon ng errors that affect the financial statements. So, yun ang pag-usapan natin ngayon. Although, detailed discussion nito will be discussed on your higher accounting class. Ayan. So, we have different types of errors. Actually, the focus of this module is about errors that affects inventories. Pero summarize lang natin or introduce lang natin yung mga different type of errors. So, meron tayong errors discovered currently. So, in the course of normal accounting procedures, actually na-discuss nyo na to sa basic accounting. So, halimbawa, yung mga clerical errors, uh, yung mga nadoble ang zero, for example, yun. Yan, posting to the wrong account, so hindi balance yung trial balance kasi nagkamali dun sa wrong account, siya na post or sobra yung balance nung isang account as compared to the correct balance. Misstating an account, so ayun, so mali yung total. Omitting an account from the trial balance. So, hindi lahat nung account from the general ledger nasama mo dun sa trial balance. So, itong mga type of errors na to, na-discuss na to sa financial accounting and reporting class nyo dapat. Ayan, so meron din tayong errors that affects or the balance sheet account. So, yung mga hindi na clerical errors ito. So, ayan, sabi niya, errors limited to the balance sheet accounts. Sabihin, statement of financial position lang yung affected ng error. Halimbawa, instead na debit tayo ng uh, prepaid expense, so ang tamang entry is debit tayo ng prepaid expense, for example, credit cash. So, instead na prepaid expense ang dinebit mo, halimbawa, ang dinebit mo prepaid insurance. So, in effect, balance sheet or statement of financial position lang yung affected ng error. Kasi yung mali is balance sheet account lang din. Ayan, sabi niya, example ng mga errors limited to the balance sheet accounts. For example, debited accounts receivable instead of notes receivable. Yung accounts receivable and yung notes receivable mo parehong balance sheet account. So, hindi affected yung income statement. Crediting interest payable instead of notes payable. So, pareho pa rin payable yung affected. So, hindi affected ang income statement. Balance sheet lang. Not recording the exchange of convertible bonds for stocks. O yan. So, kagaya yan. So, pareho silang balance sheet account. Kasi, yung ordinary shares capital naman is equity. Hindi naman din siya pumapasok sa net income. So, therefore, hindi affected yung income statement or statement of comprehensive income. So, affected lang yung balance sheet or statement of financial position. Ngayon, kung madidiscover mo yan during the year, ang gagawin mo lang, reclassify mo lang siya. Paano ibig sabihin ng reclassify? So, sabi niya, for example, doon sa first bullet point, ito, sabi niya, debiting accounts receivable instead of notes receivable. Ang tamang journal entry dapat, debit tayo ng notes receivable. Ano ba? Credit tayo, for example, ng ano ba pwede? Dapat debit ang notes receivable. Credit tayo halimbawa ng PPE. Kunyari, binenta natin yung PPE natin. Ang kapalit is promissory note. So, ito tamang journal entry. So, ang naging journal entry, instead na notes receivable, accounts receivable. Ayan. So, ang naging entry niya, debit AR credit PPE, halimbawa lang to. Ayan. Ang error naman, ito yung AR. So, pag na-discover mo lang during the year, ang gagawin mo lang dyan, di-reclassify mo lang, record mo lang yung tama. Yung credit is correct. So, therefore, papalitan natin yung debit. So, i-debit lang natin yung notes receivable kasi yan yung tama. Ito. Credit tayo ng accounts receivable. Ganun lang. Ganun lang natin siya i-correct. Yun nga lang, di naman affected yung net income. Kasi nga, balance sheet accounts lang or yung balance sheet lang yung magiging misstatement natin. Yan. Ayan. So, meron din namang errors limited to statement of comprehensive income or income statement accounts. So, ganun din yan. So, nagkamali lang din ng nominal accounts na ni-journalize. For example, sabi niya, debiting office salaries instead of sales salaries. Di ba, ang entry dapat, ang tama dapat na ginawa is, ito yung tama. Ang tamang journal entry, sabi niya, debiting office salaries instead of sales salaries. So, ang error, dinebit niya yung office salaries. Dapat sales salaries. Dapat salaries expense, sales, credit tayo ng salaries and wages payable. Halimbawa lang, ito yung dapat na journal entry. So, ang maling ginawang entry, ito yung mali, kaya X. Nag-debit siya ng salaries expense, office. Ayan. Credit tayo ng salaries and wages payable. So, yung salaries wages payable natin, balance sheet account yan, pareho namang tama. Pag yung tamang entry, credit yung salaries wages payable. Yung ginawa niyang entry na mali, credit pa rin yung salaries wages and payable. So, in effect, di affected si balance sheet. Ang affected yung income statement. Kasi yung salaries expense, nasa income statement yan. O nandun sa statement of comprehensive income. So, ang tamang ginawa, debit dapat ng sales, salaries expense, sales. Kaso, ang ginawa niya, nag-debit siya ng salaries expense, office. So, to correct, i-reclassify lang. Kung na-discover mo yan this period, i-debit lang natin yung, so, ito yung correcting entries natin. De-debit lang natin yung salaries expense, sales, same amount, kung magkano man yan. Tapos, credit tayo ng salaries expense, office, para ma-zero yung maling journal entry. Tapos, ma-record natin yung correct na amount. So, ganun lang siya. So, ito hindi masyadong concern. Kasi nga, di naman affected ang income statement. Balance sheet lang. Although, syempre, pag na-discover mo, you need to correct your financial statements. Kasi nga, di ba, pag accounting income yan, ang focus natin is reliability. Yan. So, another example is crediting rent revenue instead of commission revenue. So, pareho namang revenue yung error. So, hindi affected ang balance sheet. Yan. So, ito yung focus natin kasi most of the type of errors for inventories affects both income statement and balance sheet account. So, we have errors affecting both income statement and balance sheet account or balances. So, ito, affected na yung income statement, affected pa yung balance sheet. Ito, debiting office equipment instead of repair expense. Ayan, so instead na asset, ang i-debit, instead na repair expense ang i-debit, ang dinebit niya is office equipment. So, nangyari dyan, yung income statement mo affected. Bakit affected? Hindi kasi dinebit yung repair expense. Income statement account yan. Ang dinebit niya, office equipment. Yung office equipment is balance sheet account. So, ang nangyari, overstated ang balance sheet account mo na office equipment, understated ang repair expense. Pag sinabi nating overstated, sobra. Pag sinabing understated, kulang siya. Yan. So, both income statement and balance sheet accounts are affected. Ano pang error? Crediting depreciation expense instead of accumulated depreciation. Bakit both balance sheet and income statement accounts are affected? Kasi, ang credit mo, depreciation expense. Ang depreciation expense is income statement account or statement of comprehensive income account. Wherein yung accumulated depreciation mo is a balance sheet account kasi kontra PPE yan. So, kulang yung accumulated depreciation kulang din yung depreciation expense. Pareho silang kulang. So in effect, ang nangyari, sobra yung net income mo. Kasi may effect sa net income itong depreciation expense. Kulang yung expense, sobra yung net income. Ito naman, credit ng credit yung depreciation expense, kulang naman yung accumulated depreciation. So in effect, yung PPE mo, sobra. Kasi yung accumulated depreciation will be deducted dun sa gross balance ng PPE. Yan. Kaya both balance sheet and income statements are affected dyan. Yan, omission of unadjusting entries. So, anong example nito? So, di ba? Example natin, for example, is interest receivable. Accrual. Credit tayo ng interest income. Eh, yung receivable mo is an asset. So, kapag hindi natin ginawa itong journal entry na to, understated yung asset natin. What type of asset? Interest receivable. Kapag di natin to ginawa itong entry na to, understated ang interest income. Ang income natin is an income statement account. So, kulang yung net income, kulang din yung current assets ng firm. So, both balance sheet and income statements accounts are affected. Ayan. So, yung errors that affects both balance sheet and income statement accounts can be further classified into two groups. Meron tayong, yan, sabi niya errors in, ito. So, yung mga tinatawag natin na counterbalancing error. So, sabi niya errors in net income that when not detected are automatically counterbalanced in the following fiscal period. So, ang ibig sabihin yan, kunwari, yung error na commit ng 2018. So, ang mangyayari dyan, yung net income mo is mali ng 2018. Pero pagdating mo ng 2019, mali pa rin. So, possible dito, halimbawa lang, kulang yung net income mo ng 2018. Pero pagdating mo ng 2019, sobra na siya. Kaya pagdating mo ng 2020, tumama na yung net income. Nag-counterbalance. Kasi na-counterbalance nung error ng 2019, yung error ng 2018. So, halimbawa, kulang dito ng 1,000. So, kung counterbalancing error yan, kulang dito. Pagdating mo ng 2019, sobra naman ng 1,000. Kaya pagdating ng 2020, wala nang effect yung error na nangyari ng 2018. So, ang tawag mo dyan is counterbalancing error. So, mostly yung error sa inventories are counterbalancing errors. Ayan. So, yung mga... Sige, next. Ayan. So, meron naman tayong errors in net income that were not detected are not automatically counterbalanced in the following fiscal period. So, ito, i-discuss sa higher accounting kasi hindi naman ito masyadong related sa inventory. Karamihan ng mga errors sa inventory is or are related to or dito nakaklasify sa counterbalancing error. Pero ang example nito, halimbawa, na-omit mo yung accrual for depreciation. So, dapat ang tamang ginawang journal entry, depreciation expense, halimbawa, 10,000 yun. Credit tayo ng accumulated depreciation, 10,000. Eh, hindi mo to ginawan journal entry. Eh, di ba remember, yung depreciation expense mo, straight line yan. Tinuro sa inyo sa financial accounting reporting. Although, next topic natin yun, other types of depreciation expense. So, dun tayo sa straight line. So, kung 100,000 yun, di-divide mo ng 10. Halimbawa, 10 years ang useful life. 10,000 every year yun. So, ang alam ng accountant, ang depreciation expense, 10,000 every year. Eh, hindi niya nagawa yung debit depreciation expense, credit accumulated depreciation. So, next year, di naman niya dodoblehin yung depreciation expense kasi alam niya na dinivide lang ng 10 yung 100,000. So, 10,000 every year ang depreciation expense mo. Kaya pagdating mo ng, halimbawa, 2018 nangyari to. So, pagdating mo ng 2019, di mo naman i-debit yung depreciation expense, 20. Kasi 10,000 lang every year eh. So, kung hindi siya magkakamali na 2019, ang gagawin niyang entry, ito lang din. De-debit niya lang yung depreciation expense, 10,000. Credit niya accumulated depreciation, 10,000. Hanggat hindi kinokorek itong entry for 2018, hindi tatama yung financial statements mo ng 2019 kasi hindi siya nag-counterbalance. Ayun. Okay, so let's look at the illustrative problems of this PowerPoint. So, yun nga pala, so this PowerPoint presentation came from Intermediate Accounting by Stice, and this is 2019 edition yata, or I'm sorry, 19 edition yata ito. So, ginamit ko lang yung PowerPoint niya kasi same lang naman yung treatment o same lang yung accounting procedure for error corrections. So, to. So, Supply Master Incorporated began operations at the beginning of 2011. Take note, 2011 to ha, pero same lang naman. Yun, sabi niyo. Before the accounts are adjusted and closed for 2013. So, ayan. So, 2011 nag-start, pero ang year ngayon is 2013 na. Ayan, sabi niya, before close for 2012. So, papunta na ng 2013. The auditor reviews the books and accounts, and discovers the errors, beginning with the understatement of merchandise inventory. So, this is error number 1 daw. That begins on slide 2028. Actually, kinat ko lang yan. So, hindi talaga yan 2028. Next slide lang. So, analyze natin to. So, sabi niya, yun daw merchandise inventory, understated. Ayan. So, tingnan natin kung anong type of merchandise inventory. So, ito yung analysis. So, merchandise inventory in December 31, 2011. So, ibig sabihin kasi 2012 na ngayon. So, merchandise inventory beginning yan. So, beginning inventory is understated yata. So, kulang. So, kulang daw ng 1,000. So, the effect of the misstatements, ito yung summary. So, yung 2011 mo, cost of goods sold, kasi ito yung beginning inventory. Take note, this is beginning inventory ng 2012. So, yung beginning inventory mo ng 2012, yan yung ending inventory naman ng 2011. So, kapag yung ending inventory natin is understated, ang mangyayari, yung cost of goods sold mo magiging overstated. Kasi, yung ending inventory, binabawas mo yan sa goods available for sale. Eh, mas maliit yung binawas mo sa goods available for sale. So, in effect, yung cost of goods sold mo tataas. Kaya sabi niya, 2011 daw, yung cost of goods sold mo daw, overstated. Bakit overstated? Yung ending inventory kasi mababa. Ayan. So, yung balance sheet mo, kulang din ang inventory. Kasi nga, understated yung ending inventory ng 2011. So, pagdating mo naman ng 2012, yung ending inventory ng 2011, magiging beginning inventory ng 2012. So, in effect, maki-carry forward yung error ng 2012. Yung beginning inventory mo, magiging understated. Eh, di ba yung beginning inventory, ina-add mo sa purchases para makakompute mo yung goods available for sale. So, ang goods available for sale mo, magiging understated. Kulang. Kung tama ang ending inventory, walang effect yung ending inventory, ang cost of goods sold mo, mangyayari. Kukulang din. Ba't kulang? Eh kasi kulang yung binawasan mo ng ending inventory. So, in effect, maki-carry forward yan sa cost of goods sold. Kaya tinan mo to, yung cost of goods sold mo ng 2012 magiging understated. But understated? Kasi yung beginning inventory mo, understated, mababa daw. So, in effect, dahil mababa yung cost of goods sold mo ng 2012, sorry. So, yung net income mo, overstated. But overstated? Eh, yung cost of goods sold, binabawas mo sa sales eh. Eh di, maliit yung binawas mo sa sales. So, in effect, mataas yung magiging gross profit. Pag mataas ang gross profit, mataas din yung net income. Kaya overstated yung net income mo ng 2012. Pero yung net income mo ng 2011, kulang naman. Bakit kulang? Kasi ng 2011, mataas yung cost of goods sold na binawas mo sa sales. So, kung mataas ang binawas mong cost of goods sold sa sales, yung gross profit mo mababa. In effect, mababa din yung net income. Ayan. So, balance sheet items not affected. Retained earnings. Ayan, kung hindi mo yan na-discover, understated yung, kung hindi mo yan na-discover, pagdating mo ng 2000, kasi papunta ka na ng 2013. Kung sarado na yung libro, 2013 mo yan na-discover, Wala ka nang gagawin dyan kasi nag-counterbalance na yan pagdating ng 2013. Yan. Yung understatement, sabi niya, balance sheet items not affected anymore kasi nakaklose na rin naman yung beginning inventory. Retained earnings understatement for 2011 being corrected by net income overstatement for 2012. Ayan. Because the error, sabi niya, burahin ko to. Because the error, counterbalance, no correcting entry is required for 2013. Kasi you failed to discover the error before the end ng 2012. So, na-discover mo siya, sarado na yung libro. So, wala ka nang gagawin journal entry pagdating mo ng 2013. Ayan. So, ito yung summary. So, dun sa problem, sabi niya, understatement of merchandise inventory of 1,000 on December 31, 2011. So, ulitin ko lang. So, kapag yung ending inventory natin is kulang, mangyayari dyan yung cost of goods sold natin. Kasi kulang yung binawas mo. So, mangyayari, sobra. Ayan, sobra. So, kapag sobra ang cost of goods sold, kulang ang net income mo. So, pagdating naman sa balance sheet, kulang din ang current assets kasi yung ending inventory will be presented dun sa current assets natin. Current assets section ng statement of financial position. Yung net income carry forward sa retained earnings. So kung kulang yung net income mo, kulang din yung retained earnings. So ganun yung magiging effect. Ngayon, paano kung purchases? Sabi niya rin sa number 2. What if purchases account of 8/15/2011? So hindi mo daw na-record yung purchases. Actually, yung purchases, sekreto lang din. Yung analysis for purchases tsaka beginning inventory, pareho sila. So, sabi niya, yung purchases daw were recorded in 2012. Kaya isipin mo buti, paano kaya nangyari yun? Bakit hindi na-record yung purchases ng 2011? Pagdating ng 2012, dun i-record. Kasi, ang nangyari kasi dyan, sabi ko sa inyo before, nung dinidiscuss natin yung accounts payable, yung purchases, nire-record dyan ng accountant kapag na-receive niya na yung sales invoice or delivery receipts, for example, para katulad na deliver. Possible, nandun na sa warehouse yung binili niyang inventory. So, nakasama dun sa inventory count. So, tama yung ending inventory mo. Ang nangyari, hindi na-record ni accountant kasi hindi niya na-receive yung sales invoice. O next year niya pa na-receive yung sales invoice. So, siyempre, pag nakita niya yung sales invoice, that's the time na magde-debit siya ng purchases. Kung biniyaran na, magkikredit siya ng cash. 2018 mo pa binili yun. Binigay sa'yo yung sales invoice next year, which is January 1. So, in effect, yung purchases mo ng 2011, sabi niya dyan, assuming 2012 pa lang, kulang. So, kung kulang ang purchases mo ng 2011, so ang goods available for sale mo, kulang din. Kasi ina-add mo yung purchases sa beginning inventory para makompute mo yung goods available for sale. So, kung kulang yung goods available for sale mo, yung cost of goods sold mo, kulang din. So, in effect, ang net income mo, sobra. Yan. Kaya sabi niya, yung cost of goods sold, kulang, pero yung net income mo, sobra. Mangyari sa current liabilities, kulang. Bakit? Di mo nga kasi dinebit purchases, credit yung accounts payable. Partner lagi yan. So, kulang din yung current liabilities mo ng 2011. So, ano mangyayari dun sa retained earnings mo? Sobra yung net income, so sobra din ang retained earnings. Ngayon, counterbalancing din to kasi, sabi niya dyan, purchases were recorded in 2012. Ito. So, ang mangyayari, dito ko lalagay. So, yung 2012, kailan ginawa yung journal entry? Noong 2012, dun siya nag-debit ng purchases, dun siya nag-credit ng cash, for example. O kaya accounts payable. Pero accounts payable, bayaran din ng cash later. Dapat, itong purchases na to, 2011 ginawa. Kaya ang nangyari, yung purchases mo naman ng 2012, sobra naman. So, kung sobra yung purchases mo, yung goods available for sale, so sobra din. Pag sobra ang goods available for sale, ang cost of goods sold mo, so sobra din siya. So, in effect, ang net income mo, understated. Same amount, pero carry forward ng 2012 yung error. Kasi, mali din yung ginawa mong journal entry ng 2012. Cash, tama yan. Kasi kung payables mo siya credit ng 2011, pagdating mo 2012, babayaran mo na kasi yun eh. Assuming 30 days lang ang credit term. So in effect, tama yung magiging balance ng cash mo. Ang mali yung purchases. Naka-carry forward siya. So ito, counterbalancing din. Pag error sa purchases. So basta yung related sa inventory, usually counterbalancing yan. Ayan. So, burahin ko lang ito muna. Ngayon, in case meron kayong clarification, just let me know. Burahin ko ito kasi sumobra. Hindi natin nababasa yung number 3. Ayan. So, tingnan natin yung number 2. Okay. So, yung number 3. So, sorry doon sa mga aso. Ayun. So, number 3. Failure to record the merchandise sales on account 1/8 in 2012. It is assumed that the sales for 2012 were recognized as revenue in 2013. So, ito, hindi mo daw na-record yung 2012, so na-record mo naman yung sales ng 2013. So, in effect, magka-counterbalance lang. Kaya hindi ko na masyadong di-discuss kasi hindi naman affected ang inventory dito. So, simple lang ang ano niyan, analysis diyan. So, ang sales mo, sabi niya, merchandise sales on account, 1/8. Kasi, unless perpetual inventory system ang ginagamit mo. Kung periodic, tama naman yung magiging ending inventory mo. Bakit related sa inventory? Kasi pag nagbenta ka, di ba, ng inventory, kung perpetual ka, debit ka ng cost of goods sold, credit ka ng finished goods inventory or merchandise inventory. So, ngayon, madidiscover mo yan pag nag-inventory count ka. Kasi possible, di ba sabi ko sa inyo doon sa previous slides, kung company gumagamit ng perpetual inventory system, so meron na siyang records ng inventory kasi nga lahat ng movement sa inventory directly ine-entryhan dun sa inventory account. Kaya lang, required pa rin mag-inventory count kahit perpetual ka para ma-check mo kung yung accounting records mo is the same dun sa actual inventory na nandun sa warehouse. So, mag-check yun. Ngayon, kung periodic inventory system naman, wala ka namang merchandise inventory end na account unless mag-inventory count ka. So, pagdating sa inventory count, di nyo na mabibilang yung nabenta niya ng 2012. Bakit? Siyempre, wala na sa warehouse, nabenta na eh. So, tama yung magiging ending inventory. So, in effect, yung sales lang talaga yung mali. If that is the case, itatama lang yung sales natin kung na-discover ng 2012. Ngayon, pag 2013, hindi pa rin na-discover, ni-record 2013, magka-counterbalance din siya pagdating mo ng 2014. Pero hindi na ako masyadong emphasize dito sa number 3 and 4. Actually, pati yung next slide. Kasi basahin nyo na lang yun dahil hindi naman siya masyadong related sa inventory. But, it is your advantage if you are familiar with the types of errors. No? Ayan. Ito kasi yung mga failure to recognize expenses and other type of errors pa. Ayan. So, yung correcting entries in 2012 would have been as follows. So, kung na-discover mo yung, di ba, yung merchandise inventory, beginning mo ng 2012, na-discover mo overstated. So, dahil sarado na yung libro, so yung merchandise inventory end is mali. So, ang entry lang nun, in effect, sa retained earnings lang lahat. Kasi, yung merchandise inventory mo is kulang. So, therefore, yung retained earnings natin, sabi natin kanina, kulang din. So, to correct, syempre, sarado na yung libro, maki-carry forward na yung effect sa net income do sa retained earnings. So, to correct lang, debit lang ng merchandise inventory, 1,000. Credit ng retained earnings, 1,000. So, take note, gagawin lang tong journal entry na to kapag sarado na yung libro. Pag hindi, income summary yan. Yeah. The correcting entry is the same whether the company uses periodic or a perpetual inventory system. Ayan. So, ito naman yung purchases. It is discovered that purchases invoice from December 20, 2011 for E50 had not been recorded until 2012. The goods had been included in the inventory to the end of 2011. So, ito na rin yung So, because this is counterbalancing error, ayan, counterbalancing siya, no correcting entries pagdating mo ng 2013. Ngayon, kung error is na-discover mo ng 2012, ayan, meron tayong magiging journal entry. Remember, yung purchases mo is kulang ng 2011, pagdating mo ng 2012, sobra, di ba? Kasi sabi ko, 2012 siya nag-debit ng purchases, nag-credit ng cash, if you remember. Assuming 850 yun. So, ang ginawa niyang journal entry ng 2012, nag-debit siya ng purchases. Halimbawa, nag-credit siya ng cash na 850. Ito mali. Itong cash tama. Kasi kung accounts payable yan ng 2011, i-debit niya rin yung accounts payable, i-credit niya rin yung cash. So, in effect, zero yung accounts payable pareho. Dapat. Tapos, dapat nabawasan yung cash mo ng 850. So, ang mali, sobra purchases. Pero yung purchases na kulang noong 2011, na-carry forward na effect yan sa retained earnings. Nangyari, sobra yung retained earnings mo na 2011. So, kung na-discover mo na 2012 yan, babawasan natin yung retained earnings natin kasi sobra yung 2011. So, debit natin yung retained earnings, 850. Tapos, tatanggalin natin yung sobra sa purchases kasi nga, mali nga ito eh. So, credit tayo ng 850 dun sa purchases. So, ito, bawas sa net income. Retained earnings, sorry. Ayan. If the company used the perpetual inventory system, the entry would have been made as follows. So, instead of purchases, inventory. Kasi hindi naman tayo gumagamit ng purchases account sa perpetual inventory system. Ayan. So, ito, hindi ko na rin i-discuss. Bahala na kayo dyan. Ayan. So, let's try to answer yung problem 1-27. Ayan. Dun sa textbook. So, Grand Company. So, examination of the records of Grand Company for the year ended December 31, 2019 revealed the following. So, later on, bago natin isagutan, analyze muna natin siya isa-isa. Revealed the following. So, letter A, inventory at January 1, 2019 was overstated by 71,000 because some inventories were counted twice. So, dalawang beses na bilang. So, therefore, overstated. Goods in transit from supplier on December 31, 2019 under FOB shipping point. Take note tayo si buyer dito kasi from supplier. Were appropriately recorded as purchases. Okay naman pala. But were not included in the physical count. So, 96,000. Purchases of 100,000 were recorded when payment was made in 2019, although the goods were received in 2018 and were included in the 2018 ending inventory. Letter D, the company recorded as sales a 60,000 invoice price of goods shipped to customer, so tayo si seller, on December 30. The goods costing 52,000 were in transit at December 31 and were excluded from the ending inventory. 60% of these goods were shipped FOB shipping point. So, take note, sabi niya, 60% daw, ship FOB, shipping point. So, ibig sabihin, si buyer na. Seller tayo dito, ang may-ari ng 60%. While the remaining goods were shipped FOB destination. So, doon nagkaroon ng error. Kasi dapat, yung 40%, hindi pa siya dapat ni-record as sales. Kaso, buong 60,000, ni-record siya as sales. So, mamaya natin analyze. Letter E, profit before income tax and before adjustments for the above item was 658. So, ito naman, di naman error yung letter E. Required, calculate the correct profit before income tax for 2019 and determine the net effect of the foregoing errors on profit before income tax for the year. So, ang tinatanong is the correct profit before tax. And number 2, yung total effect dun sa profit ng 2019. Ayan. So, analyze natin lahat ng nangyaring error one by one. So, letter A, sabi niya, inventory at January 1, 2019 was overstated by 71,000 because some inventories were counted twice on December 31, 2018. So, nangyari, yung ending inventory, not ending, kasi, December 31, 2018 talaga yan. Na-carry forward lang ng January 1. So, this is beginning inventory. So, yung beginning inventory natin was overstated. So, sabi ko kanina, pag overstated ang beginning inventory, ang goods available for sale is also overstated. Pag overstated yan, ang cost of goods sold mo is overstated. So, in effect, ang net income natin is understated. Ngayon, to correct yung net income ng 2019. Siyempre, 2018, di na mako-correct yan. So, kung gusto mo i-correct yan, sa retained earnings na ang journal entry mo. Kasi sarado na yung libro mo ng 2018, 2019 na ngayon. So, yung net income natin, kasi ang effect ng error sa beginning inventory for 2019 net income, mas mababa. So, to correct, add natin yung 71,000. Bakit add? Kulang nga eh. So, para mawala yung kulang, dagdagan natin ng 71,000. So, yan. So, tandaan nyo lang yung plus 71,000. Tapos later on, pag sinagutan natin A and B, summarize natin ulit. Ayan, letter B. Sabi niya, goods in transit from supplier December 31, 2019. Take note, so this is for the current year. Ayan, under FOB shipping point. So, tayo si buyer. So, FOB shipping point, so tayo na may-ari niyan. Were appropriately recorded as purchases. So, ibig sabihin, ang purchases natin tama. So, ang ginawang journal entry dyan, nag-debit ng purchases, nag-credit ng accounts payable for 96,000. So, wala namang problema. So, tama yung purchases, tama yung accounts payable. Unfortunately, kasi shift ito, FOB shipping point, wala sa warehouse yung binili nating inventory. Kasi nga, nasa carrier pa siya as of December 31, 2019. So, hindi daw nakasama sa physical count itong 96,000. So, in effect, yung ending inventory natin, kulang. So, understated siya. So, kapag kulang ang ending inventory, ang cost of goods sold natin is overstated. So, kapag overstated ang cost of goods sold, ang net income natin is understated. So, yung ending inventory, wala nang effect yan sa goods available for sale. Kasi, di ba, ang formula ng cost of goods sold, total goods available for sale minus ending inventory equals cost of goods sold. Kaya yung ending inventory, wala nang effect sa total goods available for sale. Kaya, if you notice, di ko siya sinasama doon sa analysis, yung cost of goods sold lang. So, ang mahalaga, for 2019, kulang ulit yung net income. Magkano kulang? Syempre, 96. So, to correct, dadagdagan natin yung net income natin ng 96,000. So, 96,000 plus. Ibig sabihin, add tayo dun sa unadjusted net income for 96,000. So, letter C. Sabi niya, purchases of 100,000 were recorded when payment was made in 2019. So, noong 2019, nag-debit tayo ng purchases. Nag-debit ng purchases. This is 100,000. Nag-credit tayo ng, assuming, when payment was made, sabi niya. So, credit tayo ng cash. This is 100,000. Ayan. So, sabi niya, although the goods were received in 2018. So, dapat, noong 2018, ang tamang ginawa, nag-debit ng purchases, nag-credit ng accounts payable. This is for 100,000. Kasi ko na sulat ko. This is for 100,000. Para pagdating niya ng 2019, assuming nagawa niya itong tamang journal entry, magde-debit na lang siya ng accounts payable. Magki-credit na lang siya ng cash for 100,000. So, may credit ka na AP, may debit ka na AP. So, zero siya. Credit ka ng cash. Ito naman, credit na cash. So, walang effect yung error dun sa cash. Ang mali, kulang yung purchases ng 2018. Kasi nga, bakit kulang? Hindi ka nga kasi ginawa itong journal entry na ito. So, ang maling journal entry is, walang ginawang journal entry noong 2018. So, pagdating mo ng 2019, yung purchases mo, sobra. Bakit sobra? Kasi itong purchases na to pang 2018. Hindi naman siya pang 2019 talaga. So, sobra yung purchases mo. Yung goods available for sale natin is sobra din. So, ang cost of goods sold natin, sobra din. So, ang net income natin is kulang. So, in effect, add natin ulit yung 100,000 na yan para tumama yung net income ng 2019. Take note, itong add minus na itong ginagawa ko is para dun sa net income ng 2019. Ayan. So, next. Ayan. So, letter D. Dito tayo. So, sabi niya, grand recorded as sales a 60,000 invoice price of goods shipped to customer on December 30, the goods costing 52,000 were in transit at December 31 and were excluded from the ending inventory. So, nag-record daw tayo ng sales na 60. Ngayon daw, yung goods daw, take note, this is in transit as of December 31. Ang cost ng goods, 52. So, I think related sila kasi pinagsama sila dun sa isang letter eh. So, sales na 60, ang cost nung binenta natin is 52. Sabi niya, excluded daw dun sa ending inventory. Ngayon, kung wala ng other data, tama naman na excluded kasi nga in transit eh. So, dapat hindi na siya nabilang dun sa warehouse. Yun nga lang, pag tignan mo to, 60% of these goods were shipped of FOB shipping point. So, ibig sabihin ng 60% out of 52, si buyer na ang owner niyan. So, correct na i-record as sales kasi si buyer na ang owner. Kaya lang, sabi niya yung remaining daw, FOB destination. So, sa FOB destination, so ibig sabihin, yung 52,000, pag minultiply ko ng 40%, so magkano to? 40%, so that is 20,800. O, dapat itong 2,800 na to, kasama pa dapat yan sa ending inventory. Bakit dapat kasama siya? Eh, kasi hindi pa naman nabenta yan. Dahil pag FOB destination, ang owner ng goods, si seller pa rin, hanggang sa ma-receive ni buyer. Eh, yung buong 52, hindi daw nakasama sa ending inventory. Kasi nga wala sa warehouse eh. So, in effect, yung ending inventory natin, kulang. So, kapag kulang ang ending inventory, ang cost of goods sold natin, sobra. So, kung sobra ang cost of goods sold, ang net income natin is kulang din. Magkano kulang? 20,800. But don't forget, so, yung 28, hindi pa dapat sales yan. So, dapat 40% itong 60,000, hindi din dapat sales. Kung related silang dalawa. O, ang assumption ko, they are related. So, therefore, yung sales mo na 60,000, pag minultiply ko ng 40%, so that will give me 24,000. Ano gagawin ko dun sa 24? So, yung 2,800, add yan. Itong 24,000 is sobra sa sales. So, ang sales ko sobra. Ang net income ko, syempre, sobra din. So, para tumama, ibawas ko tong 24,000 na to. Doon sa unadjusted net income. Yeah. In case merong question doon sa letter D, so, just let me know. Ayan. So, now, let's answer the requirement. So, remember, ang requirement doon sa letter A is calculate the profit. Calculate the profit before income tax. Income tax for 2019. So, pinapakupit na sa atin yung correct net income. So, given dun sa letter E, yung unadjusted. Ibig sabihin ng unadjusted before the errors. Unadjusted net income. So, that is 658,000. Ayan. Dun sa letter A, if you remember, yung beginning inventory, so, check nyo na lang. So, dapat mag-add tayo dito ng 71,000 para tumama. Sa letter B, yung purchase, yung ending inventory is understated. So, mag-add din tayo ng 96,000 to correct. Ayan. Sa letter C, yung purchases natin is sobra. Sobra siya. So, yung 100,000. So, in effect nito, we need to add additional 100,000. And lastly, yung letter D, yung dalawa. Una, yung sa sales. Yung sales natin is sobra. Sobra ng 24,000. So, bawas yun. Ayan. Tapos, yung ending inventory dyan is kulang. So, kung kulang, ang net income natin is kulang din. This is for 20,800. So, kulang net income sa to correct add. So, 658,000. 658,000 plus 71,000 plus 96,000 plus 100,000 minus 24,000 plus 20,800. 800. So, in effect, ito yung tamang net income for 2019. Take note. So, ang tamang net income is 921,800. So, sa letter B, ang tinatanong lang naman effect ng errors dun sa net income. So, syempre, yan yung difference itong 921 tsaka itong 658. Or, itong sum nitong lahat ng to. So, that is 921,800 minus 658,000. So, in effect, understatement ng 263,800. So, ibig sabihin, understated ng 263,800 yung net income natin because of the error stated in the problem. Ayan. I think that's the end of the problem. So, I will just upload another set of questions so that you can practice analyzing different type of errors affecting inventories. In case you have problems, just let me know. Thank you.